Hey friends, it's Matt Winsonreed here with Cooper Spransey Realty. It's a beautiful fall afternoon here in Madison, Wisconsin, and I'm on my way to check in on a home inspection. Figured it'd be a good chance for me to fill some of you guys in on what a home inspection is, kind of the timing of a home inspection during the whole process, and what would be inspected. I'm hoping to get a minute with Denny Kruger, the home inspector at this house, to have him maybe explain to you guys a little bit more thoroughly what he looks for. But a home inspection, as far as the timeline during the process, comes after an accepted offer. I know I run into a lot of people who are unfamiliar with the process, and it does make sense that you'd have the house inspected and then you'd have an offer, accepted offer on the home. But the way the real estate industry goes here in Madison is that you actually have, you put an offer in on a home, and that offer is contingent upon the home inspection. So if things come up on the home inspection, we can renegotiate it with the sellers. If it's something major and you want to get out of the contract, if it is major, we can work with it to get out of the contract, or we have the sellers either fix it, or we find a price that we can adjust off the purchase price to accommodate for you having to fix the issue. You know, some common issues that we've run into lately is if it's an older home, the electrical box might be outdated. Maybe the wiring in the electrical box isn't up to code. Sometimes they'll do what's called double tapping, or there's just not enough room in the electrical box for everything that's needed. So you run into that from time to time. You know, there's new ordinances and codes about fire alarms and CO2 carbon monoxide detectors. So if those aren't there, we have to ask the sellers to provide those and bring the house up to code. Most of the time things go pretty smoothly. Every once in a while there'll be something that'll come up that we're able to deal with. It's very, very rare that something comes up that we aren't able to take care of, and we have to get out of the offer. One thing I wanted to bring up too is, as I am talking to you guys here about home inspections, is a lot of times these days, especially with foreclosures, you're going to run into as-is sales. And I want to explain as-is real quick. Some people think, therefore, you can't have a home inspection because they're not going to, because they're just selling it as-is. Basically means that they're not warranting anything. There's no guarantee that anything is in working condition. And so a lot of times banks will sell it as is, but they'll still, you can go back and request them to do some things with the home. Not all the times will they fix the double tapping in the electrical box, or, you know, they might not fix all those things, but you can at least have the home inspected, know what you're in for, and then if the bank isn't willing to fix some of the major issues, you can still get out of it. So it's the same contingency as you would on a normal sale, except the bank up front saying, hey, we've never lived there, we don't know what you could find there. And a lot of times the banks in a foreclosure have a addendum that says have the house inspected because we're not guaranteeing or warranting anything with the home. So just to clear that up, I know that's a question that comes up a lot too. Hopefully that explains a little bit better. So I'm going to head over to this house. I'm en route right now, and hopefully we'll have Denny Kruger give a couple pointers as to what he looks for and in the home inspection, give you an idea of how that process goes. Here we go.